So Walter, talk to us about how God's been challenging you about your giving.
Yeah, sure. So both my wife and myself, we've always given, but we didn't think we had anything to think about or work on. And then we both felt challenged to give from our business as well. So we prayed about that, and we had a number, and we decided, yep, legacy is the thing that we wanted to give to.
Walter, what have you seen God do in your life and your business as you've been obedient to Him in this giving?
Yeah.
I think, especially for business owners, it's really easy to separate your business from your personal life. But I think as a Christian, you need to do the same thing all the time. And I used to justify not doing it through the business. But then when we were challenged about that, and my wife and I sat down and discussed it, and we agreed to it. The Bible also says, put out a fleece, test me in this. And at the time, we couldn't afford to do that financially, we thought, from a financial perspective, from a business point of view. And definitely our financial advisor was saying, no, that's not a good idea. But we decided to be obedient, and we did. And the blessing that we saw flow from that, even with the clients that we received, and small things like, we found that money was hitting our account sooner than what it should have. We weren't sending reminders out to people to pay us. So it just brought a real peace. But I think the biggest thing it did for us was it drew us together to see that, God's in our personal life, and He's there when we go to church, but He also wanted to be part of our business. And when we opened the door, it was like we just, there was a three-way partnership now between myself, my wife and God. And He's a good ally to have in business. The people that said it wasn't a good idea, when they saw what was happening after the fact, they had lots of questions. And it just opened the door for us to be able to talk to them about why we believed the business looked the way that it did and why it was successful. And we 100% believe it's because we were obedient to God. So it not just challenged us and our faith and obviously the way we thought about things, but it challenged people in the secular world as well. And sometimes, we're the only Bible people are going to read. And that was a great conversation to have with people that weren't believers. And even if it's just a seed where they're now like, I wonder if what he said was true. That's it, job done. Have fun, Lord, water that one, and they'll come to you when they're ready. So for us, it was pretty awesome to see that sort of stuff unfold.
And so, Walter, we're sitting here now in an expanded kids' room, which was part of Legacy for our Mandurah location last year. How does it feel to actually be, literally sitting in the space that Legacy Giving has created?
Awesome to be able to see something that started as a vision become a reality, and so good for the church and for people in the church, but also people watching the church to see. It's not stagnant, we're growing, because obviously we're literally expanding. Amazing to be able to see that, amazing to be able to be part of that, but also just really cool when you think about the long-term impact that this is going to have generationally, because there's going to be lots of kids going to enjoy this space, and they're going to meet Jesus here, which, for me, it's just a privilege to be part of it.